Hello, Stitchy friends. Welcome back. Here we are again. Another week is gone and so fast. So welcome everyone. Welcome. If it's your first time here, thank you for stopping. Thank you for your curiosity to see what's going on. I hope you like it and I hope you decide to stay. And if you're a returner right from the beginning or just from the last video, welcome back. So, hey everyone, I hope you had a really good week. Mine was a good one, full of work, so much work this week. I didn't have much sleep, especially this last night, but it's life, isn't it? I need to change that. Sleep is very important, isn't it? So, are you ready to see some more stitching? Again, not that I have that much. I've only stitched in 3 different pieces. And I did 2,210 stitches. That's not much, I know. It will change these next 2 weeks coming. I'm off work, so wait for some new designs coming up. Also, I will be designing not to show right straight away, but to leave it for the future because in the summer I don't have any free time. So I'm intending to design some patterns to leave on and I will have more stitching time. Someone is just climbing up my legs. You probably know who it is. And I think she's just trying to jump on my stitching. No way. Let's show her. Say hi, Willow. Hi, everyone. I'm getting bigger. Yeah. The dogs are sleeping on the floor. So everything is quiet, peace and quiet at the moment. We'll see how long that will last. So I don't have as much stitch as been usual, but I quite have a lot of designs. Let me have a look. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 new designs. Well, not all new. I think you've seen three. You've seen if you've been on the Etsy store or if you are on the Facebook group or either you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen already some 3. You've seen Golden Orchids, the Collector's Orchids, and Harlequin Secrets. But all the other ones are new. And I'm not sure if when you see it, they will already be on the Etsy store. Willow is on top of my stitching. So sorry. Willow, no stitching. And I'm going to try to add them in there. They're ready. I just need to have time to add them into the store. But also I didn't want to put them up because I wanted to be more surprise for you. I hope you like that. So this way you'll have maybe a couple, 3, I don't know how many during the week. And then you'll have a lot more when the video comes up. We'll see how it goes. So thank you for all your comments on the last video. It's really nice to see your creativity coming up. And let's not take longer. Let's go into the stitching. And I may have some life updates, some things that have been going on really nice to show you, but more at the end. So the first one that I've got to show, and I'm going to try not to shake the table because I've already did it before, is this one. I think it was the last one that I had to show you last week. Not sure, but it's the Portuguese Guardian, a beautiful piece. And I finished this diagonal line. Well, it's not proper diagonal. You can see that sometimes I come a little bit out. I'm not that kind of person that always follow the rule completely. No, I always have to find something to just jump around. So Portuguese Guardian. Oh, don't know my details. 2 seconds. So just as I was telling you, this is called Portuguese Guardian. And this is 450 by 799. I'm just starting from the top left corner in diagonal at the moment. I don't know, I may change my mind, you know, it's me. But that's how it is at the moment. So in total, this will have 359,550 stitches. And at the moment, this week I did 607, making it a total of 2,524. So right at the beginning, but now you can already see some different blues in the sky and these little stars. I can't wait. In the next diagonal that I'll pick up, I will love this. I'm sure you'll see here somewhere. This bigger star, this kind of yellow one. Oh, Bumpy's making some noise. As I got up, they all got up as well. So that was my first stitching, just to finish the row. The diagonal, sorry. Let me just put it down. Okay, the next one that I worked is stitched bones. If you're new here, that was my design. Sophia Stitching Love Design CO, SSL Designs CO. You can find me on Etsy. And this one is my design too. So if it's your first time here, all my designs, I sell them at the moment on Etsy, and all the links for the Facebook group where we show our patterns as they being stitched, and the Instagram and the Etsy store, they all down there in the description box if you want to see details. This one stitched bones, as I just said before, and let me tell you, I stitched 1047 in this one. I love this one. It's very, very easy. Like, oh, sorry. I think it's just like, my daughter went out with the car and it just hurt, so he always barks. I'm sorry. So compare with the Portuguese Guardian and this one is a lot easier to stitch. That one has a lot more of confetti. This one, once finished, let me just get a little card. I get like a little card for each of them. This one, it's 600 by 600. So it will make 360,000 stitches, 207 colors. I'm not sure if I said on the other one, it was, I think, 229 colors. I like detail and I like color. So unless there are some specific patterns that I use less colors, then I'm coming up with smaller patterns with less colors, but still very beautiful. So this I'm stitching, well, the other one I'm stitching in a normal 18 count Ada, and this in an 18 count Royal Canvas. As most of you know, I love this fabric. It makes it so much easier to stitch. Let me get it closer for you. I know that to see on camera is not as easy on this fabric, but to stitch it's much, much better. It's been out of stock. I'm just hoping that they won't come to me and just tell me, oh, Zweigart is not making this fabric anymore. I do hope not, because I've been waiting for so long that it's quite strange. Now these frames, you know, they're painting fairy. I'm waiting on some more. They're already on the way to me. I love them. I really love these frames, you know, if you've been following. Willow is just climbing through my legs. Come on, Willow. And I'm wearing a skirt. So you can imagine these like needle nails, you know, lovely on my legs. I do love painting fairy, as you all know by now, threads and frames. That's my favorite. I do like their kits, but nothing like the frames. Even these ones I love. I really love this one. Well, I didn't want to use the smaller one because I want to lay it on my support that I use on the table. So I used this one, and I could use some buds to push it in here. But as you can see, it's only holding in 3 places, and it's really stretched. So they're really good, one or the other ones. So that was the third project that I worked on, and in this one I did 556 stitches. This is in an even weave. I definitely don't like to stitch on even weave. I find it harder. I find that I'm really slow. I could have stitched like 3 or 4 times. Come on, Willow. More if I was using like the 18 count canvas. She's so silly. So sorry. You are still go on the table then, and don't make silly things, please. She's going on my cards and on my laptop. Seaside retreat from Dimensions. All this part was done and it's finished, all the back stitch, and I've been working mainly here. I think I do have a previous picture for all of them, so I'm gonna try not to forget to add them. I would like to have this finished this summer to put it in my wall. We'll see, not sure. But I think I will carry on stitching on it for now. And this one, once finished, it will have 18,677 stitches, and it uses 31 colors, so it's a bit different. Oh, she's biting me. Come on. I don't want to leave her in her room on her own, but then she goes crazy. Now she's trying to eat my hair, and she's gonna destroy my top. Wow, silly girl. You're very silly, aren't you? You're a very silly girl. So that's all the stitching that I've got to show you. As I said, I think before, 2,210 stitches, not that much. I will make it worth it for the next 2 weeks, I'm sure. Then, are you ready to see my designs? So, let's start. One thing that I want to say, sorry if I'm saying this wrong, but Bernice Hensley, 3007, if you actually watching this video, in the last one, you won one of my designs, one of my patterns, and you haven't claimed it yet. So if you're still interested, you have this week to do it. Otherwise, it will be gone, my darling. So please do. And so let's show you the new design then. Actually, I've got my tablet here in front of me. Hold on. I'm gonna start from the ones. I'm gonna try to start from the ones that you've already know, because then we'll have all the surprises. That would be nicer. So the first one, it's Golden Orchids, and I will have them here. This is a lovely, lovely pattern. She's silly. She's silly. She's been silly. A lovely bouquet, and I have to thank a friend that actually told me that the first picture that I did architecturally, well, I don't know if that word exists, it wasn't correct. I used AI and there was a mistake in there. I didn't realize at all, and she was very kind and sweet. Thank you very much. And she pointed out to me that pattern wasn't, the design was not correct, that a house would never be like that, and then it was correct, and then this one came up. I think is even better now. So this one is a little bit smaller, 300 by 534, and it uses 149 DMC colors. I really liked it. This is the first one that I did of these two, the next one that is coming up, and I really liked it. But then I decided not everyone wants smaller and not one wants bigger. So this is for the lovers of smaller patterns. And then I decided to do the other one, the bigger one, that I called the Collector's Orchids. And in this one you can see a lot more detail, a lot more light, and more glowing, you know, all those dainty details. And this one is 500 by 751, so it's bigger, but just think it's like someone that has more time and the likes to do it. If I had it in here, you'd see how crazy she goes all the time. I love this design. I wanted to stitch so many of them, and I can't be that silly. I can't. I won't have time, then I will have nothing finished. At the moment, I'm going to think maybe try to concentrate in a smaller quantity of patterns to see if I finish something before the end of the year. Otherwise, I won't have anything finished. Um, Always look at the mock-up pictures that I add with the designs. I always do. So you can see the details. See if you want more or if you're happy with that one. I can always change a pattern, you know. Some of you already are at the moment waiting because I didn't have much time to create the patterns that you wanted. But some of you have already received them, so they are coming out. And I'm hoping these 2 weeks I will put everything in time. I will manage to do everything. Then the other one that this one is special to me, I think she looks so sweet, is Harlequin's Secret. I think, you know, the kind of smile, the look, I think she looks very sweet. To me is one of my favorite faces that I did so far. Not that I did that I did many, but I find it very sweet. I like, you know, the subtle smile that she has. I really like it. So this pattern is not that big. It's not a very small one, but it's not that big. It's 350 by 494, 95 colors. I didn't have the necessity. I didn't have needs to use more colors than that to make it gorgeous, beautiful. Um, and I think this is the kind of design that will be a very easy stitching because it has less colors and more blocks. But because not that I did it on purpose, there was just no need for confetti. So it looks, but there will be in the eyes and some details like that. But mainly the pattern is quite easy to stitch and it looks gorgeous. So let me just go back here in my pictures. So I'll start from the first one that I designed this week, and it was another Guardian. This time it was a Polish. I've already talked to a lady that liked it and wanted to stitch it, and I think this is a very beautiful one. Very elegant, and all these details, all these monuments and all the symbols for Poland and no, how do we call them? I can't remember the name in English. The flowers, the red ones at the bottom. Sorry, can't remember the name. I know it. It will come up to me soon, but I can't remember now. But I think the design is beautiful, and I hope that all the Polish stitchers will like it. And this one is 500 by 888. Well, this one is bigger. It's bigger than the Portuguese one or the USA one because the details needed for it to be bigger, and 190 colors. Then the next one coming up, this beautiful Autumn Bells one. I think this is very cute. I think this is like from a fairy tale book. Um, to me, it seems like enchanted. I don't know how to explain. You've got all the autumn colors, the church, the pumpkin, the lady with her stool selling, and another couple. I think is very romantic, and the castle at the back. I think is very beautiful. I hope you like it. I love these kind of colors. And this one is not too big either. It's 350 by 492 and 135 colors. I think this could be a stunning piece when stitched and not one of the most difficult ones either. Then we have a next one, just putting a little bit higher. This is 400 by 608 called Cathedral Canals. I hope you say canals, I'm not sure. With 180 colors. And this is beautiful, again, full with some colors, some buildings for people that like buildings, but also nature, flowers, river, the bridge, boats. This was, I was thinking when I did the other one first and then I did this one because there are lots of people that don't like to stitch people. They just want like a landscape or a design that doesn't have people. And that's after doing the other one with the elderly couple and the lady in the stand, I decided to do this without people. Then, as someone mentioned to me before, I do like historical things, and that's where this one comes and is even bigger. So here you've got three full, let's call it full pictures with buildings and trees and full colors, but different sizes, depending on what you like and how comfortable on the size you are. This one is 500 by 85 with 1800, sorry, 585 by 819, 168 colors. So this is a little bigger, but this is magical. This is like if you traveled in time. I wish we could. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know, maybe no, but well, did you like Outlander? I loved it. And I wish I could time travel. You know, if there's always a book, oh, if you have a good book recommendation on time traveling or a book or something like that, a book or a movie or something, just recommend it. That's one of my favorite teams. So you are always welcome if you help me with that. Then there's this very, very sweet. I love this one. I almost wanted to start this one as soon as I finished to design it. Thoughts tangled in ribbon. How gentle. It's like if we could almost feel her thoughts going through as she's very softly, very kindly dressing up for her dance. I really like it. I think it's very sweet. 400 by 400, so not that big, massive, and 150 colors. I think this one will probably be quite easy to stitch too. All his faces are not that easy, but there's no eyes in this one. And there's a lot of the hair right here at the front that is black, so it's not that bad to stitch. I think this is something that you will enjoy doing it very calmly, not stressed. Then there's this magical one, colorful, different from all the other ones. Lavender skies, sapphire seas. This is a request from another Stitchy friend, a YouTuber too, a Spanish girl. She gave me an idea, more or less, of what she wanted. I changed it a lot because the way that she had it on her head, it was so many little details, and I couldn't get them all in the design. So we came up together with this one, and I'm hoping that she enjoyed it. She said yes, she did. So I hope that she has a lot of fun. And also you, if you like colorful patterns, designs. This is a very nice summary. Summer is coming. Actually, next week there'll be some other summer designs. Oh, I love it. And for the dogs and cats lovers too, gardening, all the details are in there. Whereas there's like summer, lighthouses, colorful, very colorful houses, gardens, animals, dogs and cats, fishing. There's a lot of people there. All loads of details. And there's also like how do you call this? There's the threads and there's the I don't know how you say it. You know when we do fabrics. I can't remember the name. I know it in Portuguese. There's also writing. There's someone is taking notes. There's a coffee. Very beautiful. Next one coming up, Garden of Transformation. This beautiful piece for me. I love it. And especially, I'm sure the lovers of like glass painting, I think that's how you call it. That I had that in my mind when I decided to come up with this design. So it's very beautiful. It's like in a garden. And 450 by 676 with 150 colors. Again, colors. I love. I do like, when they're softer, like the one before the dancer with the ribbon. It was kind of a soft colors, but then I also like bright colors. Then there's what I call a stunning one for me. There is an Italian dream. Who wouldn't wish to live in here? I would. Very nice. Well, if not live, at least we could have some holidays in there, couldn't we? This one is 600 by 440. So this is kind of landscape one. I'm usually more in portrait mode, but this one is in a landscape one, and a very nice like Italian resting place. I really like it. 198 colors this one, so not too bad. Well, I don't think that is too bad. Then, if you've been counting, I'm sure it's been 11, so there's one missing. And you know which one it is? The one that you picked. Do you remember Ailey? Or if you've not been here, if it's your first time, I did a pattern in Paris, a spring pink Paris, and there was this girl in a dress traveling, and then I asked everyone which one would you like to see next in this week. And when I started to see the first comments, I thought winter was gonna win, but then everything changed suddenly, and here we are, our autumn piece. I hope you like it. Autumn on 34th Street. It won by far. Most of you really wanted to see this picture. I hope you like it. I love autumn colors too. And this one 450. I'm trying to do the 4 seasons around the same size. If you were like me, what I imagine in my head is like I like to have my seasonal stitching in my wall. So I would like to have like maybe the same spot and just change it as the seasons change. And that's why I'm trying to do them all in the same size. So 450 by 637 with 163 colors. What do you think of this? I hope that it will be up to your expectations. I'm quite happy about it. Again, like the Paris, it's not one of the easiest ones to stitch because if you only need to look at the floor and you see how many colors there is in there, and in the flowers there's a lot of color change. But it's worth it, isn't it? Have you seen how lovely it is? Oh, wait for the next one, which will be... Now, there was, I can't remember the name. You know when the two to have exactly the same number. I know, the word is just here under my tongue as we usually say it, but it's not coming up. So they both had exactly the same number for winter or for summer. So I think what I will do is I may bring up summer because summer is coming out and I've already got some summer designs planned for next week. So I will join that one, the summer one. And don't know how many we'll bring up. I've already got some designed. I haven't done the pattern for any of them, but hopefully everything will go fine. So that's all the designs. I hope you really like them. Please tell me which one is your favorite. I've already asked something else. Oh, can you tell me which one is your favorite? I'm giving you ideas to leave in the comments, so because I always like to have comments. Tell me which one's your favorite. Tell me if you know about any good book, movie, or series regarding time travel. And then you also need an award to pick up a winner, don't we? So what should we say? I need to write it down. Should we say... I don't know. There were so many fall. Should we say fall? I think it'll be easier. Not that we are in the season, but okay. Let me write down fall. It will be the next word. Oh, I brought it down in the wrong place. And then should we draw a winner for the last week ones? I've already added all the details in here like I did on the last time. So Willow is here in my hand. She's sleeping on my hand. I'm going to try to leave it on the table. No, she's just getting up. Sorry. Yes, you are there. So that's the picture of the video. And then I've got all the details here. You need to be subscribed. You need to give it a like. I'm only picking up one winner, no backups. And so let's try to start the draw. I'm gonna try to see if I can bring it to see it better. My finger is there. Let's start it. Good luck, everyone. And we've got a winner. And you are Patrick. This is impossible for me to say. I'll write it down up here. Patrice Just. No, I can't read this. I know it finishes by 1351. And you said Autumn in Paris, stitched in pink. Sophia, thank you for the beautiful patterns. Thank you very much for being here. And I'm surprised how quiet all they all are today. Let's hope they will stay like that. And I will have the name written down here in the screen so we can see better. But we've got another draw. Oh, can I just write? No, I'll take a print. Yeah. And we've got another draw. So you were invited as well by Pink Pine Patterns to go into their sorry, the words are getting away. If you knew how tired I am. Erica from Pine Pink Patterns. I always confuse the two words. Pine Pink Patterns. You are welcome from her to choose one of her patterns. So we need to choose to pick up a winner. And you are to put a word. Sorry, I need to think. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm so tired. I've been doing even bigger shifts at work. I've been doing 13 hours. And tomorrow again, it will be another 13 hours shift. And on top of that, I've also been traveling last night because my daughter is at uni, as you already know. And she had this event there that she wanted to be there. So I had to do all this driving, going there and then back. So I didn't even have 5 hours sleep this night. And with all this work, I'm really tired. And that's my brain is like that. So I will add a little video at the end. And I will tell you more about it in a moment. What is that event? But first, we need to pick up a winner for Erica's draw. So let's see what I can do here. Again, I'll have to add my video here. I did. We needed a word and it was pink. You need to give it at least a like and be subscribed. And only one winner. No backups. So should we start the draw again? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I did something wrong. Start giveaway. Sorry guys, don't be mad at me. I need to get the link of the video because all this went away. Okay, I'm getting it. I hope you're stitching and doing something else, otherwise you're just going to be bored. I got the link. So let's start. Filters. Pink. Like, subscribes, only users, only one winner, no backups. Okay. And start draw. And who are you? XCB. Congratulations. So what you need is to go into Erica's, I will leave the link, Erica's Etsy store. Have a look at her patterns. She's giving one of them away of your choice, but you cannot pick up the ones from Chuck Pinson because she has a contract with him and she can't give his patterns away. So just pick up one of the other ones. They are smaller than mine, so you'll stitch them a lot faster. And then send me an email with your email. Tell me that you're the winner, and then I will pass your contact into Erica's. Tell me which one is the pattern. Tell me your email, that I will have it, of course, and I'll pass the details on Erica, and she will send you the pattern. Thank you very much. But please go, everyone, go there and see what she has there, because there are very beautiful designs in there. Let me take print of this, and then we've got the two winners. I've already asked the winner from last week, please let me know which patterns they want if you're seeing this week's video. And the word for next week is fall. And now I've got a kit to show you. I want to show you what I've got from Painting Fairy. Oh, I'm gonna add a picture right here for you to see how is how is Willow at the moment. You're not gonna believe, look, the way that she's sleeping. She was on my lap, then she was on my hand, and now she's on my laptop. I will add it here so you can see silly Willow. Now I'm getting so lost. Sorry. Now I was gonna show you what I got from Painting Fairy. I'm already stitching this design, but I think it's such a good opportunity. Sorry for the noise, I'm gonna try to do it down here. I've not opened any of this yet, so I'm doing it together with you. And I'm gonna show everything. Most of you have seen it lots of times, but some of you may be new. So when you order something from Painting Fairy, I have a collaboration with them. I'm affiliated. So the link for Painting Fairy is down at the bottom if you want to order something. They always send us with the bigger kits a pair of scissors, the very nice ones. They've sent us some bobbins. They send usually 3 for packing. They're very nice to use. And then they send these lovely needles. I really like them. They are number 26, and I think, if I'm not wrong, is a pack of 8. They're very good. I like them. And they also send these, as I always say, these thimbles that I don't know how to use. Okay, guys? So I've got a bag full of lots of them that I don't use. Then we've got the pattern, and it's this one. Most of you know this pattern. This is called European Town, Green Village. There's lots of different names, but I think it's such a good price. If I'm not wrong, it's something like $19.99, and I think it's worth it if you like stamped kits. I got this one just to show you, because I got the original pattern and I got the fabric on my own and all the threads, and I'm stitching it, but I'm not actually stitching it as a long one like this. I've broke it in, I think, 4 different patterns, so I could have them like all in a group instead of a very long one. But I think it's a very good opportunity. The price is quite good. So let me show you the fabric. Mine is actually on a 14 count, and they smell, oh my god, if you could smell them. They are big as this, very big. So let me try. Here is probably one of the parts, and then the other one. I'm sure you've seen this design. I'm sure everyone knows it. It's a very, very beautiful. It's like a fairy tale pattern. Then, one of the best things from painting fairy is their threads. Oh, sorry for all this crinkling. And Willow has already woken up with all this noise. So she's still there, quiet, having a look. She loves the threads, like me. And we've got some extra greens and some extra whites in here. And then we've got all this one. Their threads are really good. The quality is really good. It's so nice to stitch in them. Exactly the same as the MCs. You won't notice any different, I'm sure. But if any of you have already did, please tell me. Something else you can tell me in the comments if you've tried their threads. Tell me if you like them or if it's just me. I think they must be. Everyone must like them, I'm sure, because they're really, really nice. They always come very protected with ribbon in there. Willow is so quiet. She never is, usually when she sees threads. They also send me a sample of the threads. I wish you could have one. I wish everyone could have one to try. They're really good, and the price is brilliant. Oh, sorry, just shot something. So sorry. That's the leaflets that always come in the kits explaining how good and how they produce the threads, and also how to take care of the kits after you finish them. And I didn't remember, but there was another kit in here. Sorry. It's Rose Black Swan. I nearly forgot about this one. Now something that I'm seeing on it is the colors. They're really nice. Now in this one, how many colors do we have here? 37. And they have 28 solid and the other ones are combined. Again, you can see the patterns are really easy to see in the paper and also in the fabric. I didn't show the other one closed, but I will show you this one. I got this one again in a 14 count. This is much, much smaller. This one is like that. And I'll try to show you. It's very, very easy to stitch. Very nice. And oh, look at these colors. All these pinks. Oh, they don't come as nice as they look in here. But they're really, really nice pink ones. Oh, I will probably stitch this one because of the colors. They're really nice. I'm not usually in round cross stitch, but then the last one, if you've seen what I did with the last small one, with the challenge that my daughter gave me, it came up with very nice. So I think that's it. That's everything I've got to show you. I'm sorry that if I look like if I'm running at the moment, but actually I am because I'm so tired. That's the only reason. I am affiliated with Painting Fairies, so if there's anything that you need from them, you can use my link that is in the description box and my code SophiaSouza that is down there as well. And you can have 5%, I think it is, discount. I do recommend you, but the things that I recommend the most, as you probably know, are the threads and the frames. They're really, really, really good. I really, really like them. Then I want to tell you about my daughter. So last night, well, if you were only here up to now, if you don't want to listen to everything else, thank you very much, and I will see you soon. If you're staying, it won't be much longer, but she's at uni. And here in Portugal, I don't think in other places it's like this, but I'm not 100% sure. They've got some different traditions, and one of them is they have like this kind of uniform that they use. They don't have to, is an option, but if they decided to use it, they have some strict rules to follow. Like when they wearing those clothes, oh, I've got some flies that do in my head. They can't carry anything on their hands. They have to be really, really well. They can't be like a mark in them. They have to be proper ironed. They can't be anything wrong. They get like inspected. Like you're going to the army, you know, they get inspection at any time. They're not counting on it to see if they look really nice. They can't have earrings. They can't have paint nails. There's loads of rules, but it's so nice. It's all like black and white, and then every town is different. Every uni is different. Some of them have longer skirts, shorter skirts, different shoes. Like everything needs to be exactly the same in that group. But then the groups are different. Some have hats, some don't. Some have some sorts of jackets. It depends on the place that they live. Like if it's a very sunny town, sunshine town, they will have a hat. If it's a very cold, they get longer skirts and like thicker coats. But all of them have this black cape around them. And when you're walking in a street in where there's a uni in that town, and you see this group of students coming like dressed all in black, very well dressed, it's so nice. I get really emotional with these things. I find it really nice. And yesterday I was very proud of my daughter, but then they've got these silly rituals, and there was a first one at the beginning, because they have to go through a preparation to get to certain points. And yesterday was the first day they could wear this uniform. So before they get like what they say, they baptism. And they got into this really fountain in the middle of the street that has a really cold water in the winter, no, like in the snow, can you imagine? And they get inside of the fountain and they get baptized and they get all wet. And then they have to be baptized by all the friends or family that want to baptize them. So you could see they were standing there like for hours just under this really freezing water. And that was like January, where it was really cold here. And yesterday they finished that training. It was like if it was a training that they had to go through. And yesterday was the first day that they could wear this kind of uniform. So they had to put this cape on them, and the cape needs to be like crossed over them in a proper way. So their grandfather or granddaughter from the uni, that's nothing to do with the outside uni life. This is the person that baptized her, is the first person that crosses the cape on her. And there's this ritual with the beer, and it's so weird. So the first baptism is with water, freezing cold water, and yesterday it was with beer. But usually this is in warmer time. Sorry, this is why. But this year the weather is so crazy that it was cold. So you can imagine they have like loads of beer on top of them in this cold. I'm gonna leave you a video here for you to see. The video is her godfather to baptize her. He was the first one. So he lays his cape. He's an older one. He lays his cape on the floor and they both kneel on it. And then he says something to her that I'm not sure what it is. And there's all this ritual. And then other people may baptize her. People that are special to them, like I did it. And her best friends did it. So they get like that. I'm going to leave you with video. And I'll come back just to say bye. So, have you seen the crazy, the crazy like ceremony? But it's very beautiful. It's at night, very late, like after midnight, and then there's this singing, traditional students singing in the background, and all this church and the lights, and they all have fun. It's very, very nice. I hope you liked it. And this is one of the Portuguese students' tradition at uni, and there'll be other ones. I will leave you the videos later on as years go. She's just at the first year and her course is 5, so there'll be more things for you to see. So my friends, I'm not taking more of your time. Sorry if my words didn't came out easily today. They never do, but today was even harder. Um, but thank you very much. You do take care of yourselves, and we'll be here soon. And leave me some comments, please. Tell me what you think of my designs. Bye, guys. Take care.